For the first jacket in my collection, I'm gonna show you a jacket that if you've been watching the recent videos, you know how cool this is. While in Paris, I went vintage shopping, as everyone does who's into fashion and goes to Paris does, and stumbled upon this Chevignon Cosmo jacket in literally mint condition. It's one of those show-stopping jackets, shearling lined, inner pockets, and as beautiful as it comes. The cool thing about this jacket is it'll always remind me of my first time in Paris. Next, something that is on the complete opposite end of the spectrum of style is this moto jacket by Somar. Owen Hyatt Somar is a brand you'll be seeing a lot in this video because of my relationship with Owen, and I love what he puts out. This jacket makes me feel like I'm an anime character or a main character in a show like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or something like that. But to you, what anime do I look like I'm a part of? I love the pockets, the strings, and the details that are a part of this jacket, and it's something that I wear as a statement piece for when I'm out and about in the city. When I think of Japan, I think of this jacket. This is Kapital's patchwork faded motorcycle jacket with elbow pads, and it holds so many memories. Like the Chevignon, I picked this up during my first trip to Japan, and putting it on brings me right back to the streets of Nakameguro. This purchase was before Kapital sold a chunk of its company to LVMH or an LVMH subsidiary. I'm curious, what do you think about a brand like Kapital, something that's a bit more niche, selling itself off to a fashion conglomerate like LVMH? Regardless, this has been a staple in my wardrobe ever since acquiring it, and a lot of people actually recognize me, like Drew Joyner, like in the streets of New York when I wear this, which is cool. Speaking of essentials, this Varsity jacket by Bare Knuckles is exactly that and some. When I first saw this jacket online, it totally blew me away, and I knew I had to have it. It's hard to make clothing in a golden yellow color like this, but the BK team absolutely nailed it. I love the collar trim, and I love how this jacket sits. It's the perfect combination of sporty, fashionable, and a little ivy with how I like to style it. The next jacket is Orslow's herringbone twill French chore coat, and this is my favorite light jacket for the spring. If you don't have a chore coat, I highly recommend you looking into getting one. This one holds some of the most precious memories for me. It's a collaboration between Canoe Club and Orslow, Canoe Club being one of my all-time favorite retailers in the world from Colorado, which is where I was born and raised. The founder of Orslow added these paint sliders on this jacket himself, and I also wore this jacket a ton while in Japan. Honestly, this jacket has too many memories to uncover. Just know that it means so much to me and has been worn so much and washed and put through so much. I love this jacket. For a long time, if you ask me what is my favorite brand, I would say Story MFG. And I don't know if Story MFG is still my favorite brand, but their jackets still hold so much gravity in my closet. This one in particular. It is Story MFG's Tuesday jacket in this particularly cool handloom, natural indigo dyed flavor that it just looks really cool. It honors and reinterprets 20th century Type 2 jackets. I love Story MFG because of their kind of like blend of artisan work, sustainability, and really unique world building designs. I know the price point for Story MFG can be very elevated, but nonetheless, this jacket is incredible. The next jacket is from Buck Mason, and it is a full suede trucker jacket. Buck Mason is a brand that I really only have become familiar with after moving to New York City. This jacket is a full leather and suede jacket, so it smells really good, feels even better, and looks really stunning as well. It's simple in the best way possible is what I would describe it as. One of my favorite underrated brands is Harsh Agarwal's Harago. This is one of his jackets. I look at Harago as an alternative to Bodhi, but it's not a dupe, it's more of a high quality, more fairly priced version. This jacket has been worn a ton. Because of its hand-stitched nature, I do have to be very careful wearing it, as some of the stitching has come undone, and I don't know how to fix that. Maybe a tailor could fix it, but I don't want to ruin this jacket. So Orslow is undeniably one of my favorite Japanese brands, and this jacket is an example why. Orslow tends to focus its designs on reinterpreting classics. This is a Harris tweed fabric, but has a much more contemporary, oversized look. I lived in this jacket when I moved from Denver to New York City. I mean, I just wore it all the time, and it was actually the first jacket I wore, or I was seen in Johnny Agnello's street outfit feature, his channel Starling. I wore this exact jacket and I thought it looked pretty cool. For this next jacket, Kartik Research, which is a very promising brand, and Barracuda collaborated for this G4 jacket. This is like a specialty piece in my opinion. In fact, I wore this at a premiere for Pharrell Williams' biopic film Brick by Brick, which was super cool. It was a really fun experience. But when I wear this, when I see this, it's like an art piece, right? I find it kind of hard to style. But it doesn't mean I don't love it. I like it so much that I just have to find a way to wear it more. And with Kartik, like, I'm very interested in this brand. I need to do more research on them as well. One of the most exciting jackets that I picked up recently at Cueva in Greenpoint is this corduroy jacket by YMC. Cueva is an interesting shop in the city, a bit underrated, leans on European designers, but I really like the texture of this jacket. The corduroy is fantastic, and red is an easy color to wear in the spring, at least with the way my brain is thinking about wearing this. There are few light jackets that get as iconic for my style as this herringbone twill jacket by Bleeding Indigo. It's sad they no longer sell this because it is an amazing, in the most simple way, piece that's modeled after the Levi's Type 1. It looks great, has a fantastic crop, and even with that crop still looks super manly and masculine, and I love that. Which, you know, that may not be important for you, and obviously it depends on whoever's watching this. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't have to be masculine or feminine, whatever it may be, but I like wearing cropped jackets that still give off a certain aura, and this jacket does that for me. I'm telling you, every jacket I put on unlocks a memory, and this Houndstooth jacket by Libero brings me right back to being on stage to my first ever TED Talk. The pattern on this jacket is immaculate. The pockets, fabric, and weight feel just perfect. Adam, the founder of Libero, has been featured on this channel I think a couple times, and I'm so proud to own this jacket and to have this jacket be a part of such a big moment for me, like the TED Talk. Recently, I have rekindled my passion for gaming, and I've been playing a lot of Mass Effect, if you know what that is. And this jacket, well, this jacket has nothing to do with Mass Effect, but this just can't be about the clothing, okay? I am a person, I have interests, and I want you guys to know them. So comment whether or not you've played this video game, the series Mass Effect. Canoe Club and Engineer Garments collaborated on this jacket. It's awesome. I wore it a ton while I was in Paris. I love how many pockets it has. I love that it wicks away water, and I love the back pocket detail in particular. I put my tripod in there while we were walking the streets of Le Marais. In a recent video, I wore this Levi's premium quality Type 1 selvage jacket, and it caught the attention of a few people. This jacket was secured via a really fascinating event in the city with Levi's, in which I was also able to chain stitch my name onto this jacket. That's what you see on the left side. It says Drew. I know DIYing and customization is big in fashion right now, and this piece represents that moment for me. Plus, it's my name, so it's going to be timeless. It's going to be something that I always will like to see. If the Levi's Type 1 jacket represents heritage, then Charlie Stockbridge's broken weave denim jacket represents the future. Charlie is someone I just met, but his designs are so polished for someone his age. This jacket has so many hidden features that I'm still learning about them and figuring it out. If you want to learn more about this brand, follow me on Instagram or TikTok, as I plan to do a cover story highlighting Charlie's work over there. Okay, yep, this jacket. If there's a brand in my closet that makes clothing that just makes me go, wow, this is art, it would be Samuel Zelig, and this Chore coat would be one of the examples of that. What Samuel Zelig is able to do with a chain stitch on clothing is one of the most insane things I've ever seen. I've never seen it replicated in this kind of way. The way that, yeah, it's just unbelievable. The mix of chain stitching, art, design, and contemporary fashion. I mean, SZ, they just do it like nobody else. Let's get a word in for today's sponsor, Squarespace. Are you interested in making your very own website for a brand or creative project? Squarespace offers a comprehensive amount of features to help you create the website that you've always wanted. If you want to sell your products direct to consumer, or if you want to showcase your body of work, Squarespace makes it easy to do that and more. Currently, I'm using my Squarespace website as a hub for all of my content and as a way to direct those interested to my podcast and social media. If you need a design to help nudge you into creating your first website, this is your sign. Visit squarespace.com/DrewJoyner for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. We all need a solid rain jacket. This is mine from Somar Running. It's a hooded poncho with a waist cinch, which makes for a really interesting shape down the body. Whenever it's raining in New York City and I need to do errands, grocery shopping, grabbing some food, or meeting with friends, I throw this on over everything, and it's just really functional. My most worn Story MFG piece ever is this Indigo Tuesday jacket. When I wear this jacket, it takes me back to Colorado, and in that way, it feels like home in some aspects. That might have sounded really corny, but trust me, this jacket is really awesomely made. It's natural indigo again, has a hand loom, and I've added some pins and whatnot to make it feel more mine. I totally forget the name of this jacket as it came out a few years ago, but it's by Somar and takes me back to a time in Amsterdam. I wore this jacket almost religiously in 2022. It's sort of a relic of the early days of this channel and early Drew Joyner personality on the internet. It's partially wool, so super warm, has great pockets, and it's simple. I don't know, it just does everything that I want in a jacket. Somar has definitely elevated its design since this jacket, but I mean, Owen, this is still really great. Very recently, Blue and Green, Denver, and Engineered Garments collaborated to come out with this hunting style jacket with a inner vest. This is a sick jacket, guys. I love how many pockets you get. It's great for wearing when you need to carry a bunch of stuff, and I love the shapes it creates with the vest. The fit overall of the jacket is a bit oversized, and it borders on the line of being too oversized and not really working for my body, but it also is kind of works. I don't know. It's a interesting shape. The only blazer style jacket I have in my closet is this one by Post Archive Faction. It's cool because it has all these zippers and it causes the jacket to feel more dimensional and unique. Yeah, I mean, I wear this with a collared shirt, a tie, and it comes across as very Y222K. So I wore this jacket yesterday, and some New York City kids literally roasted me and asked what decade I was from in front of my girlfriend and her sister. I guess they just couldn't comprehend the drip on this one, I guess. But on a serious note, this is Taiga Takahashi's sack jacket, based on 1920 sack jackets, and I love this jacket. Double-breasted, peak lapels. Whenever I want to feel more like a gentleman, I wear this jacket. I also wore this a bunch in Paris. Oh, and the fabric on this top is insane. The corduroy is this special 14-well corduroy, so its texture is unlike anything you've ever felt before. Super dry to the touch, which I don't know, I just find myself touching this jacket because of how cool it feels. This next jacket is one that doesn't get as much play in my day-to-day, but when I wear it, I always tell myself I should wear it more. Bleeding Indigo made this. They have mastered essentially the crop in my opinion, and I love the pocket details, but they're a bit awkward to get my hand in and out of. The funny thing is Lauren actually wears this jacket quite a bit, but we've both kind of moved away from wearing it. I don't know, this one might be on the chopping block. So this is the third and last Story MFG jacket I own. It's their Sunday jacket and the least worn of the three. I love the flannel look and pattern it gives off, even though it's a jacket. The only issue I have with this jacket is styling. I find it tough to style this jacket with my wardrobe, and I might end up selling it, who knows. It's just very light colors, and I don't have a lot of bottoms that match light colored tops. Maybe for layering I could use it, but I just haven't worn it as much. While living in New York City over the last almost 2 years, the city's culture has definitely influenced my style, and this trench coat is an example of that influence. It's by Buck Mason, and it's more of a fashion forward way compared to the Chore running rain jacket to protect my clothes from the rain and still look good. I guess we're on rain jackets. This is another rain jacket by Post Archive Faction. My favorite thing about it is the color. It's this kind of really beautiful mauve brown, which you just don't see that often. Post Archive Faction always does unique zippers and pockets, but I actually find that this jacket is really simple, except for the back tab. That is kind of weird. I don't know what the heck is going on with this. The last Somar jacket on this list is arguably the best Somar jacket. This was a Varsity jacket that came out last year, and it is one of the most unique Varsity jackets that I have ever seen. Asymmetrical button detail with a kimono style structure, inner and outer pockets. The neckline is absolutely gorgeous and the leather is second to none. It's the sort of jacket that the longer you look at it, the more you appreciate it. And I've worn this a bunch in New York City. The next jacket is one that I both love and have questions about simultaneously. It's by Canoe Club in Engineered Garments. You see the theme, Canoe Club, Engineered Garments. I love these kind of pieces. But what I love about this jacket is all the hardware is really solid. I like the corduroy on the collar. I think that's really beautiful. It's always a good touch. But I don't like the color of this jacket and kind of how it fits towards the back part of my hips, towards the back hip. I end up not reaching for it because of those two things. And I don't know, this blue is just really interesting. It's like a faded blue, but it's not the kind of blue that I love. I don't know. It's maybe not that wearable for my skin tone. Okay, now for when it's really cold outside. The first coat on this list is this one by Left Field NYC. It's an Irish tweed coat. Left Field is out in Queens in the city and is one of the best in New York at making modern high quality clothes at a fair price, in my opinion. This jacket's wool comes from Kerry Mills, which is one of the oldest Irish mills still in existence. It's warm, it looks damn good, and I love how deep the pockets are. Now, when it's really cold, this is when I go for my puffer. And this puffer is the Woodwood's Vitus puffer. And I've gone back and forth with trying a different puffer, selling this one, and I'm so glad that I haven't because I love this jacket. It's incredibly warm. I love the detachable hood. I love the shape of this jacket, and this green color is very fun for the winter. Not a lot of people wear colors in the winter. Usually it's black, gray, navy, but green, it just pops. And it fits me like a glove, which is nice. The only Lobster clasp jacket I have is this one from Ralph Lauren, which is really cool because I first saw this styled by Tyler the Creator. I think it was 2023. And while I don't think this is the exact jacket he had, it's close enough. Talk about a heavy jacket. The metal clasps are insane, but very fun visually. I also love that exposed corduroy on the collar. I keep talking about this. It just adds so much texture to an outfit. I love exposed corduroy. Just add corduroy wherever, honestly. All right, the last jacket on this list is one that I haven't talked about but have worn a ton. Maybe the most worn jacket over the last 5-ish months. Todo is a Japanese brand that focuses on natural techniques in dyeing and crafting. I went to their showroom in Paris if you watched the What People Are Wearing video, and this is their iconic sunset pile jacket. I was able to buy this because it was on sale at Canoe Club, and it was probably one of the best purchases I made during the holidays. No other jacket feels as cozy as this to wear, and I've essentially been wearing it every single day since I got it in the winter. And I might have to retire it here soon because it's getting warm, but when that day comes, I'll be kind of sad because I actually really enjoy wearing this jacket. Thank you guys for coming along with me on a journey through my jacket collection. I feel like jackets are some of the most exciting pieces of clothing that you can wear, and all of my jackets help me remember stories or places that I've been to or things that I've achieved in my life. If you liked the video, give it a like, and if you really liked it, subscribe. As always, I'm spreading peace, love, and positivity in 2025, so that means I'm spreading peace, love, and positivity to you and to everyone who's alive. Wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful rest of your day. A bientôt. Peace. Yo, what is good? Post vid. Here to fist bumps for the one time. Bah! Thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. Come on, give me a fist bump, bro. Or sis. Give me a fist bump. Bah! I appreciate you guys so much for the PVV. I don't really have any questions for you. Maybe just like what jacket was your favorite. If you have a favorite jacket of your own, you can let me know down in the comments. And I don't know, I love jackets, so it's always cool to learn about people's like favorites. So hashtag PVV when you answer that. Other than that, we're rocking and rolling. Happy spring. Let's get to the next video.